Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our entry level to Megabase, where we in the last episode just got our utility science up and running, which by some mistake of mine or the mod went to 3k science per minute instead of 2k. I've left it for now. It's not that big of a deal, but we just know this is a bit faster than it needs to be at this current stage. In today's episode, we'll work towards some of the last few things we need before we can go to space science, and that is our rocket control unit. That means I'll try to make a grid that handles all of this, mean that it will get speed modules produced here, and we'll get processing units transported in. So if you think that's a good idea, do remember to leave a like on the video, and if new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well, and do come join us on Twitch. We're having a blast there playing the Dyson Sphere program at the moment. So before we start, I'll just show you one thing I did in between episodes, and that is hook up a second nuclear power plant. And the power was getting kind of destroyed. If you look here, we're pretty much maxing out what our steam engines could do. Solar as well, so I had to increase it a small amount. So now we have 4 gigawatts of power. So let's see if we can figure out how many we need for rocket control units. I know we'll need a lot. I'm a bit skeptical if we can fit it all in here, because the amount we need is actually quite insane. So let's just try with the beacons first, just to map it out, and let's see if we can do it correct this time and get it to actually show what we need. Oh wait, not. Why do I have tier 1 on me? Let's just get that out. I want tier 3 instead. So let's see what kind of numbers we are producing here. We are producing about 13 per minute. To get the 2k science per minute we need, according to my math, we'll need 1,400 and about 30 to get enough to run the entire factory. That should be around 92 or 93 or something like that of these. Might have to tweak it a small amount, but somewhere around here to get what we need. It is touching all the beacons, right? It is. So we'll try to go for something around that. Maybe do an even 100. How much will that give us? 1.3k per minute. And that should be enough for what we need. So let's see if we can get a few lines up and running. So let's see if we can't get that hooked up. I'm just noticing that we are missing a few speed modules here, because the numbers did seem wrong when I was doing this. So I just kind of rechecked it, and if you look now, it should be 93, yes. 1.4k, exactly what we need. So there we go. Always remember to check your beacons. So 93, that's gonna give us about 24, 23 or something like that in each one. Because 24 will give us 6 less, so maybe 24 will be what we go with down this way. So let's see here. Let's check how many we actually need in terms of inputs. Let's do 94 is what we'll go with. 96 is what we'll go with. That means per second we'll need 17 of speed modules, and we'll need 17 of that. So that means to get this, we can easily merge it onto one belt, and we'll get 24 out. So yeah, that is easily enough. If we didn't divide that before, take 24. Then we can easily just merge these two together and get the other, this one out on one red belt, for example. So let's get that up and running. 24 times 4. And then we'll have to get a module sent afterwards. And before we do that, let's also just check what it requires to make our speed modules. Let's just take this one, place it down over here. That should give us what we need. Change you into speed module. Speed module. It can't fit in any, what's it called, things, but we can add in speed modules just directly to it. And I think I want to do that just to limit how much it takes. So what we need for 96 is, as you see here, 17.16 per minute. I'm guessing if we do that and say 96, that's not going to work. But as I said, we need at least 17.6. If we do it here to hit 17.6, we will need about 31. I'll also go here because we are a bit overproducing. So if we do an even 30, then we'll do 2 rows with 15. If we do 15 of these, giving us 1 full build of each. That should work. So let's just line up what we need. You can go away. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for these. That'll be 25 long. And then we'll have 2 of you. 1, 2, 4 or speed modules. And we should be able to handle that with the throughput we have. Let's just slide it up how it's supposed to look. 4. There. There. And change these 2 into speed module 1. So this is pretty much the setup we're gonna go with, and it should do very, very nicely. So I'll just double this one to 2 so we can fix the inputs as it needs to be. 1 of each. We did agree that a mixed belt should be enough. Yes, 1 mixed belt should be good. And what if you get the speed, what's not the speed modules, but let's get it over here. We'll only need, yeah, we'll do it like this. We'll have this one right here. You'll unload the blue ones. Then up here, you'll unload the red and green circuits, as that is the only 2 other things we need to get things flowing. Yeah, so you'll get blue circuits here. These will get the red and green from up there and then go into these afterwards. So mixed belt. You will kind of jump from here to here and continue. Taking in. And then you'll output over here onto a blue belt. I think that'll be the easiest to manage and what looks the best. What if we then copy you down to start here? Maybe get in some power. Maybe on the next one. That will be you, and then we can have you starting maybe about here. Yeah, because that is too far down. We could also do it here. Let's just start it here. Then you can go here, and we could actually move you down to here to save a bit on what we need. 2, 4, 6, 8. Then do this times 3. Can we do it like that? Let's just do it without the power poles. Or just skip the 1 power pole here. Get it to line up. Let's just grab it first. 2, 4, 6, 8. Move those, please. 16. 24. That fits in pretty decent. I don't think we've done any mistake in our current setup. Be fine. Let's get the power in. You should probably be here. You can't be much lower than that. And you'll be there. And then you'll must be there. So that is our power hooked up. Let's then copy this over 4 times. Output wise, we can actually change you into just one of that. Couldn't theory do it all the way down, but I think this looks much cleaner. Let's take all of you then and say there, there, and there. That should be all we need for our rocket control units. Then we need the, what's it called, speed modules? Yeah, speed modules. And for these, we'll have them output up top. So what we need to do here is actually quite simple. Ooh, did I check it with the... I'm quite sure I checked it with the, what's it called, speed, right? 17. Required 30. Yeah, that should be good enough to give the output we need. Yeah, 30. So 15. This one. That's gonna cost us a lot of things, but it's fine. So we'll have you jump in either red or green. Over here we'll do the same, red or green going in. But then we'll have an output going up top, so going that way for the output. Kind of have to do it from here to here to make it look good. 15 seconds could in theory suffice with that. Then we'll just use stack for these two. Then we'll put the power poles in afterwards, so 15. Or 8, 12. 12. 4, 8, 12. Then let's do 16 and remove the bottom one. You are not needed. You'll go away, you'll go away. And here as well. And you'll output, then we can put the power on the opposite side. So power, power, power. Let's just do a single one down here, just to power that one. And let's just copy this one over to here. Okay, that should be our little setup. Little. Taking 126 assembly machines. That is a decent amount. So now we need to hook up these. We need about 2 full belts for each of these, so we can let, for example, you'll be a red, you can jump to here, and we'll have a red here as well. Switch. And you'll go to there, and you'll go to here. Okay, so that's red solved. Then we need green. You'll go in the other 2. And you'll kind of have to go down like... Let's see, let's keep 1, 2. So green will go... That's one too many, but that should be fine. And green will go this way. And in right there. So that will be a green circuit. Let's just hook that up. I won't request a train just yet. So we don't do the same mistake as last time, where we accidentally requested in load instructors instead of flying rubber frames. Red circuits. You require a few speed modules. Yeah. And hopefully we have everything we need. and our robots will supply what we need. So while this is building, let's go and hook up the let's hook up the top here as well first, because we do have these two that needs to merge together into one belt to go in. So let's take you up this way. And in theory, you can just jump from here. Let's take up one more just to make it a bit easier to manage. To here. Continue along. In theory, you can just merge in like that. That doesn't matter. You'll go on the item, you go on the inside, because over here we'll have to merge them together anyway. And if you check 96, 17 and 17, so it doesn't really matter. Just one belt from our blue circuits over here. And let's take you up top this way. You'll have to merge together a few places. We can kind of remove that because it gets power down here. And in, down. Getting a splitter. Here, that's fine. Here. And then do that every place. Just using the overflow system. That is completely fine. Let's skip that one. And then we can have the other one go in from over there. You can kind of just... What if we split you... something like this? With you jumping from here to there. Let's use blue instead as... You'll look a bit better. There to there, there, and here to here. And you'll just kind of go from here and over that way. So on all, that should give us all the rod control units we need going out. Let's just quickly go down here and set up. Now can you please just go to there. Let's set up the output down here. Yeah. And then we just need a little splitter. Or balance even. There we are. Oh, you require a bit of power. That's fine. We'll just get you over here. That seemed very crooked compared to the other one. There we are. You're getting power now. And as soon as all of this is built, actually a pretty nice setup, we'll check if our math checks out, but it should do just that. So we'll be back in just a second when this has been built. So our build just got done, and it's time to see if our math checks out, and we hit about 1.4k per minute. So moment of truth, let's do this. Boom. Per minute, 1.46, exactly one with 96 machines, a bit overproducing. Right here, speed modules, we are producing about 1k per minute, consuming less than that. So that should be exactly what we have a small net amount, but almost nothing. Down to 0.06 or 7 per second. Inputs wise, 5k red and green circuits and 1k blue. So this setup is gonna consume quite a bit of things as it gets going. So before requesting the trains, let's just hook up the two outputs down here and let's check it is actually the correct one we are taking, as we don't want to have the same mistake as last time. So this output, so you can go here, 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 here. And then we'll just take the belts in. There. There. And there we are. Exactly what we need. Just requiring a few of the things get delivered by robots. This should be delivering some of the things I'm lacking at the moment. So let's just fix these while we're at it. And see what we can do. So rocket control units. There we are. If that is less than, I can't remember how high they stack. So as soon as we know, we will change this to match. Rocket control unit loading. There we are. That should be fine in terms of the trains. There goes all the undergrounds. I'll need to finish the thing up here. Just trying to watch I don't get into a no logistic coverage area. So everything should be correct now, right? We can change all of these to not that, but just to be a belt. Outputs lined up very, very nicely. So are the inputs. Should we limit the chests? Maybe. Probably. We'll see when it starts to run how much we'll have in storage, because not just buffering here but also on the trains might be too much. So let's try and go and activate this entire build and see what happens. Both to our power but also to our base. Because this is gonna request 3 of the most, what's it called, consuming items of the game. Red, green and blue circuits. So that's gonna push our base to the limits. So hopefully you're correct now. Red. Oh. Advanced circuits unloading. That is luckily in storage. Over here. Green circuit unloading. That's also a lot in storage, so that's perfect. And back here it'll be blue, or processing units. Processing units unloading. Just loading right now. Different ones filling up, and then it's going to deliver it over here, and then we'll start to see this entire thing come to life. Oh, this is always the best part of a build. Here goes the red circuits. Seems to be delivering it quite nicely down here. Here goes the green. So you have gotten half of what you need. There goes the other half. Go. Ooh, they are moving quite quickly. Here goes speed modules out. They will slowly but surely spread out to different places. There goes the first speed module. Here goes the blue circuits. Here goes the rocket control units out. So in a little while, this will have gone out everywhere, all the way down, producing 1.4 rocket control units per minute. Luckily, this is bulk moving, these 3 circuits. So look at that. Here goes the first little flow into our chest. So seems everything is moving along very nicely. It is just these that needs to keep up. And that will happen in a little bit. Because we need to backlog this first, or overflow, then overflow, overflow, overflow. So this should almost be activated all the way down now. You only stack that, so that means we can change you quite easily to... If we stack to 10 and we can have 14 in each wagon, that means we can have about 8,000 in a train. No, that can't be right. 800 in a train, sorry. So 400 wagon, that means if we set this to... Set it to 2,000. And we can have 1600 before it's it fills 2 trains. I think that should be pretty decent and not have too much waste material stored up. So that is rocket control units going. It should quite quickly fill up all of this and yeah, luckily not buffer too much, as this is a rather expensive build. As you can see, these are flowing almost fully, taking about 96. This is now overflown, sending even more over here and activating more down the line. So I think this is a pretty good build. I'm pretty pleased with this. And it also means it's a pretty decent place to end the episode. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Do remember to like the video if you liked it. And if you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well. Come join us in Discord if you want this beauty of a blueprint. And go follow me on Twitch as well. We stream there once in a while, and it's gonna be a joyous occasion. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dgray, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.